The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
One thing I really do love is old ladies. I just think
Old men are nice too.
No, old men are nice too, but like just old ladies. They're just lovely, and they're at the end of their life, and they don't care about anything.
Sure.
I'm going to talk about a particular old lady right now. I go and get my hair cut at the firm with my mate Ed. And his staff are wonderful people. So there's Taylor, Ava and Zach that work there. And last time I was in there, Taylor was on the phone. And I was sort of half listening to this conversation because I was like, wait, this isn't a booking an appointment.
No,
she's on the business phone.
This isn't anybody asking for a cut and colour.
Yeah. And this is taking a fair while. So when Taylor gets on the phone, I said, who is that? And she goes, oh, that was Joy. And then Ed goes, oh, Joy's my oldest client, and she's been going to me for the longest as well. He goes, right. Joy's 96 years old.
Oh, bless Joy.
And I said, what did Joy want? Taylor says, she's called me because her air conditioning is too hot and she doesn't know how to get it cooler. And I went, so what, you're explaining it to her? And she goes, no, Joy won't be able to do that herself. I'll have to go around to her house.
So she goes to Joy's house and adjusts her air conditioning.
Adjusts her air conditioning.
With the remote control, obviously.
Joy, out of everyone, is called the hairdressers.
Yes. I mean, clearly Joy doesn't have family who can do this for her.
No, her son's around, but not all around all the time, you know what I mean? So he might be out busy. He might be very busy. So just the little minutiae of the day.
She refers to the hairdresser?
She refers to the hairdresser. She comes in every Friday at 2 p.m. to get her hair done.
Yeah, I mean, that's the right thing to do.
She must have a cup of tea before she comes in, and every time that she's in there as well, she comes in and says that she doesn't want to be here anymore and she wants to die.
Oh, Joy.
So
Joy, you're not living up to your name.
So Joy's at the end of it.
Joy's had enough. But you know what she's not going to put up with? Too hot air conditioning.
And she's not, you know what she's not going to do? Joy's decided she's too old to learn how to do it herself.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially when it's a phone call away. So I said, wait, is this the first time she's done it? And they said, no. One time Taylor had to go around there and because Joy had called them and said that she couldn't hear her phone because Joy's decided not to wear her hearing aid.
Okay.
She took her back and got a refund on her phone.
Just decided to not hear anything that anybody says.
Her phone wasn't loud enough, so Taylor had to go around there and show her how to use speakerphone.
Yes.
And then that wasn't loud enough, so then she called again, and then Ed had to go and buy Joy a new phone and then drop that around to Joy. And I said,
it's going above and beyond for a client.
They absolutely love
client.
her. And
yeah,
I haven't even met Joy, and I just hope one day our appointments align because
hurry.
Need to 2 p.m. Friday. I know what time I need to be there.
That's right.
But the cute thing as well is Joy used to go to the IGA, because this is on Canning Highway, just before the Canning Highway Bridge.
Canning Bridge IGA.
Yeah, the IGA. So there's a guy named Simon that works there, and Joy used to go in there and do her shopping, and now Joy, of course, doesn't want,
it's too much.
It's too much for Joy to go and do her shopping herself. So Simon goes in, Simon at the IGA does her shopping, then brings it around to her.
That's beautiful.
And then also she'll also call, she can't get hold of Ed and Taylor and Ava.
So
and
how
Zach.
does she convey to Simon what her shopping list is?
I think she'll get her calligraphy pen out. Send it on the Pony Express.
Sounds accurate. So this is something. Here are your groceries you wanted 3 months ago.
She'll send a telegram. That Simon will receive
Simon's a good
in
man.
18 months because we're on an episode of 1923. I just love it because
you can't say no to an old person. You can't say no. You cannot. Somebody who's 96, you have earned the right to get people to jump through hoops for you, I reckon.
And what's a magical thing about that is they don't have to be related to you.
No. Oh, if they're related to you, you're absolutely beholden to do it. If they ask you, there's no doubt. Yes. We don't want to talk about that.
No.
That's a given.
Yeah.
But when it's somebody you're not related to and they still have you jumping through hoops just because they're old, well done.
Businesses, neighbours, just a random person on the street that they've decided, hey, I need this from you, and you go, okay, stranger, you're about to die, I'll do it.
Yeah. When my ex and I were living together, he was out the front one day and this old lady stopped in the car. So I think her son was driving the car.
Yeah.
She got out, went over to him, said, I want a fountain like that.
Yeah.
And said, can you come and look at my house? And she basically abducted him and took him away.
Brilliant.
He was driven off. I'm like, where did you go?
Yeah.
He said, this old lady made me go and look at her front yard to see if I can put a garden fountain in there.
Love her.
I'm like, have you ever seen this one before? No.
It's possibly
Never seen it before.
It's probably the only thing I'm looking forward to getting old.
It's making people do things for you.
Making people do things for you without question. We want to talk about that. We want to know what you do for an old person that you're not related to. Give us a call on 13 24 10. You're all good people.
You are.
Someone's going to get $150 to spend at Autobar Mechanical.
Oh, because they deserve it.
Yeah, Autobar Mechanical stay cool this summer with an aircon regas for just $169 plus a free safety inspection. Google Autobarn to book now.
All right, we don't want to hear about things you do for your own nana. That doesn't count.
You
have to do that. But what about, just somebody who's not related to you? You're doing something nice for an old person?
Alicia's in Ellenbrook. Hey, Alicia.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
you
good.
sound like a good person, Alicia.
She is.
Have you done something for an old person that's not related to you?
Yeah, it was a while ago, and I was living in the UK, and I was working in a law firm doing divorces and things for people. And so one time I had this very elderly client called Pearl, and her husband had just left her for a woman 30 years his junior. And so I got to know Pearl over the course of our time together, the ins and outs and all of everyone's dirty laundry, and that was fine. And then the matter settled, and then one day the reception said, I've got Pearl on the phone. I was like, oh, righto. And she's like, I was wondering if you could take on a matter. And I was like, okay. She's like, my footpath is very slippery, and can you come and put some salt on my footpath?
Can you come and put some salt on my slippery footpath?
Because her husband had left her. I've got no husband.
Pearl.
And can you please come and put some salt on my footpath? And
you better have gone around there and done that, Alicia.
I did. I took but it wasn't far from my house, and took the salt around, and and she gave me some boiled sweets, and it was lovely,
that we're 60 years old,
and that was it. And I was like, good, yep, well, good. Good luck, and have a nice day. And then about 2 weeks later, I got another phone call through reception. Pearl's on the phone. I was like, oh, righto. And she's like, seeing as my house is on your way home, because it kind of was, she's like, do you mind getting my groceries from Tesco? I'll send you, she was quite savvy. She said, I'll send you an email.
Well, hello, Pearl.
Oh, Pearl.
And she sent me this massive, long, like a trolley full of groceries. It wasn't just some milk and bread. It was like a month's worth of shopping.
A monthly shop.
And she's like, if you just get it, I'll give you a check when you get it.
Check. Sounds like Pearl might have been scamming you, Alicia.
The check didn't bounce, so it was all good. But I was like, I'd already said yes to the footpath. But I'm like,
you can't say no at this point.
And every time she's like, because my husband left me, I can't do this.
Yeah. And you were fully aware that her husband had, because you did the divorce.
And because he'd left me for this woman, and I'm like, well, I've got to do it. And it's this continued odd jobs. She asked me to install a fridge for her once because it had the little water machine and everything screwed in. And every couple of weeks I'd get a call from Pearl, and then I left the country. So I don't know what happened to Pearl.
Hey, Alicia, I want to know. I'm just curious. Do you remember what Pearl's husband's name was? Because I'd like to know.
The love rat.
Yeah.
The love rat Barry.
Barry and Pearl.
Barry, you dog. I can't believe you left Pearl like that after all those years.
And the woman that he left her for was called Stephanie.
Of course she was.
Oh, Stephanie sounds like a young floozy, doesn't he? And that goes to all Stephanies listening right now.
You know what you are. Thanks, Alicia. Cracking tale. Bryce, hello.
Hey, how you going?
Hey,
Bryce. You're a good person too. What have you done for an old person that's not related to you?
Yeah, so it was last year. I went out for a night at the casino with my partner and stuff. We ended up having a few too many drinks, so we got an Uber home. But the next day we had to go and pick the car up from the casino. And when we got there to pick the car up, there was an old man in the car park looking a bit lost. So we pulled up next to him and said, "Oh, you all right, buddy?" He said, "I've got a flat tyre." I said, "Oh, yeah, we at the casino all night." And he goes, "Yeah. My TV broke at home and I had no money, so I thought with the little bit of money I had, I thought I'd come down and try and win a bit more."
No.
So I just felt really bad for him. So I got out, changed his tyre, and I had a couple of $100 in my wallet that I'd won the night before. So I gave him $100, changed his tyre, and sent him on his way.
Bryce! I bet you he went back the next day and did it again.
Yeah, that's right.
And the next day he did it again. And the next day he did it again.
If you've been conned by an old man in the casino car park, hit us up 30
Oh, my God. That breaks my
You're
heart,
a great
Bryce.
person, Bryce.
That is so great. I spoke
Wait till
to
you
this...
find out that wasn't even his car.
I spoke to this old couple that were at the Morley Galleria one day, and they were lining up to have a go on the massage chairs that they, display there. And anyway, they listened to our show, and now like severely in their 80s. Don't know how to
change the channel, obviously.
Yeah. So, and I said to them, you having a good day? And they said, oh yeah, we are, Nathan. I said, so what are you just popping out for a spot of shopping? And they said, no, we come here at the moment because it's so hot, we can't afford to put the air conditioning at home, so we come and
just hang out,
sit at the Galleria so we can be cool. And I went, oh, and that broke my heart.
Yeah, that's awful, isn't it?
Anyway, so I bought them 4 massage chairs, which now chewed up more of their electricity.
Let's move on to Mary. Hello.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Mary.
Good, Mary.
Okay, talk to us.
So my friends' family think I am at Jesus status. So I have a elderly client who's nearly 80, and I give her a massage in her home every week, week in, week out, and I have done for the last 6 years.
Are you a massage therapist?
I am.
Okay,
thank God, because that was going to take a turn.
And I've been talking to her about how I've been going to ballroom dancing lessons during the year and really enjoying it. And ever so subtly, it became, I've got nothing to do on Friday afternoon. Yeah. And then I was like, you're only around the corner. Why don't you come with me? And she's been coming to ballroom dancing lessons. And then we've been sitting around having a chat at ballroom dancing and going, we're going on this boat cruise with a few other people from ballroom dancing. And I was like, why don't I go, why don't you join us on the ballroom dancing cruise with all the other people? That'd be wonderful. Will you help me book it? I'm like, such brownies.
Yeah, you're a good person, Mary.
Wow, so. Does she not have any family around, or what?
She does. She has 4 grown children, and they think I am the best thing that's ever come into their life.
I know, because they don't have to do anything.
That's right. Taking the heat off.
So I'm going to go see Mum today. No, she's on a cruise with that woman.
The massage therapist. Oh, Mary, keep up the good work.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
I want to talk about sneaky buggers. Right?
Well, there's one right now.
I know.
Can't help but think one's creeping in.
I don't think I'm confident enough to be sneaky about something, because I always am in fear that I'm going to get caught. If I see money on the ground, I won't pick it up, because I feel like Today Tonight or A Current Affair was going to be around the corner with a camera crew saying you just picked up that money and took it.
Even though Today Tonight hasn't been on air for several years now.
Well, that's how they get you, Natalie.
It's still ingrained.
That's how they get you.
That'll be their comeback show.
That's their launch.
I just am a natural rule follower, and I have a sense of, like, I don't want to be unfair to people. Yeah. And so...
Which is weird, because I come from a full-blown family of criminals.
Criminals, yeah, that's right.
Like wall to wall.
No, yeah, he's not even joking.
No. Like Jerry Springer looks at all of us and goes,
they're too much of a mess.
Can't have them on. So... This is someone posted an anonymous post on Facebook, and you will see why it's anonymous. And they're looking for a bit of advice. Here we go. Seeking advice. I'm currently the head tenant of a 5-bedroom house in the inner west.
Of Sydney, this is, isn't it?
I sublet to 4 others, and I've done so for 2 years. The lease is coming up for renewal, and other tenants wished to all sign on. The issue is I have not been very transparent about the relative rental contributions, and my rent is actually entirely covered by them. How do I go about navigating this situation? So for 2 years, this guy...
He's been living rent-free.
Rent-free.
Because he's charging the other 4 more than they should have to pay so that his rent is covered.
It's all unravelling.
I mean, what you might call him is a dastardly genius.
Yes.
I mean, rent's not cheap in Sydney, and so if you can eliminate it, that's well done. What he needs to do, I mean, the obvious answer is just say, no, I don't want you on the lease. So they never find out.
I don't think I could do that to people.
I couldn't do it.
I don't think I could do that to people. This is the other thing, right? So all these people said that this had happened to them.
Yeah. And
right?
also, like, it's your flatmate. Like, you have a relationship. They've lived together for, 2 years?
Yeah. But some people that are sharing a house, they're just ships in the night. Some people just share a house and they don't really have anything to do with it. When I ever shared a house, we all became so ingrained in each other's lives.
Me too.
That, and our friends all came together and it was, like a big family. This person in Melbourne jumped in the comments section and said, I lived with a guy in London that did this to us. Couldn't work out how he had so much money but hardly worked. We found the lease agreement and it all became clear. He actually not only covered his rent, but took a profit from us.
Yes. So that was his living expenses as well.
Making money.
That was his job. was renting it. I mean, he was essentially the landlord whilst not being the landlord, which is extraordinary.
If you can get away with something...
I know.
I mean, kudos to you.
I couldn't do it. I can't do it.
You know what? I'm not to judge. You go for it. If you can get away from something, that's so great. I just wonder how long it can last.
Yes.
And if you can get years out of something, that's pretty
free
amazing.
Rent for years. Doesn't have to be rent, obviously.
I mean, like jagging a free car bay for years. How'd you do it? You know what I mean? Maybe getting a discount that you weren't entitled to. How did you do it?
How did you do it? Because we're so honest, we couldn't do it.
Yeah. Do you know that people...
so tell us.
There are people that pay for, I think it's like the Tesco over in the UK memberships or whatever, that gives them like big discounts, and then they just, what they do is they take a screenshot of the barcode and they send it out to their friends, and then all their friends use the same barcode. And it works.
Like everybody that's using your Netflix.
No, that's just me and Mum and Katie Lamb. No, not Katie Lamb. Katie Lamb's using my everything else. Amy, my producer. So...
13 24 10.
Look at her.
Woohoo! She's using my bin.
I won't pay, she says.
All right, 13 24 10. We want to know, are you a sneaky person? Or perhaps there's been somebody sneaky in your life and you've been a victim to this over a period of time.
Yeah. How long did you get away with it until it unravelled? Or is it still going on now? You can use a fake name.
Share with us your methods.
How good
of
is this? How good is this? Someone is going to win 2 family passes to Outback Splash in the Swan Valley.
Perfect weather.
I know. For a selection of wineries, fresh produce, family fun and natural beauty, the Swan Valley has it all. You can plan your visit at swanvalley.com.au, supported by Destination Perth, but Outback Splash, 2 families.
Happy days. All right, 13 24 10. We are talking sneakiness.
Harry Fitzgerald. Welcome to the show.
That's a fake name, obviously.
Yeah, this wasn't about me, though. It's about
my
mate Barry.
Oh, yes. Barry.
Barry.
Barry Mitzherald.
Yes, it's a common name.
Tell me what Barry Mitzherald did.
Barry was working in West Perth and needed to park in a surrounding suburb. So made a fake parking permit using a few Photoshop skills from the skills of his mate, and found
his mate Luke.
Bluke, and yes.
Oh, Bluke.
Yeah, Bluke.
Damn it.
Yes.
And it was Subiaco.
Yeah, it was Blue Barry got up to no good. No, mate, the parking permit was good for it worked for about a year. The toughest bit was finding the reflective stuff, though. You know, the little reflective hologrammy stuff?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I'm not telling you where to find it, but I found it.
I
found it.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Barry.
Barry gave me one.
So that worked for a year. We don't endorse this sort of behaviour, but we're intrigued by it. We'll call this person Kelly. Hello, Kelly.
Hello.
Hello, Kelly. We are discussing sneaky buggery.
Yes.
What'd you do?
So I used to have an RAC membership, and with my internet provider, you get a 5% discount if you have RAC. So I just gave them the membership number, and I get a 5% discount. And this has been going on for a number of years now, and because the contract just rolls over and.
So what you're saying is you're no longer a member of the RAC, but you're still claiming...
No, I haven't been a member of RAC for many years, but of course I've still got the card and the member number, and that's all you do. And also with Just Burgers, you get I think it's 10% discount if you show them your RAC membership card.
Isn't one of the petrol stations... You get a discount if you're with the RAC Puma, I think it is. Yeah. Have you tried that?
I'll have to look into that. No, I haven't.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of benefits to being an RSE member.
Or not being a member.
Or just getting a copy of Kelly's card.
Or just once being a member. Kelly.
Do you always get frightened you're going to get caught?
Oh, a little bit, because sometimes they want to scan the card. And I was like, oh, God, is this still going to work? But it still works if you scan it. So I think they just get the member number and, it's still going on.
You know what, Kelly? And you've talked about it today on air, and they're going to close that loophole. They're going to slam it shut today. Kelly.
I'm sorry to anybody else who may do this.
Yes, it was good while it lasted, Kelly. Thank you. Alex is in Wembley. Morning, Alex.
Good morning. How are you?
Great, Alex. Are you sneaky?
Yes. So I'm a leap day baby.
Yes.
On the years that I don't have a real birthday, I go into places that give you a free birthday treat, whether it's an ice cream place or a juice place, and I say to them, hey, I celebrate today, it's the 28th of Feb, or I go in on the 1st of March and do the same thing, and I get quite a few free treats out of it. And I also can get child's prices for things.
Because you're technically...
how old are you technically?
8. I'm an 8-year-old, yeah. I've had a hard life.
Everybody, listen to the most well-spoken 8-year-old we've ever talked to.
And conniving.
Wow, so you get like all these different birthday treats and stuff of your choosing.
So because so in your off years when you don't have a birthday, do you still have a birthday party or do you acknowledge it in any way? For you personally?
Yes, so we still celebrate on the 28th of Feb, but I don't have to tell, shops and things that, so I go in on the 1st of March and get some freebies as well.
So you can double up,
Alex, do you have a partner?
I double up. Yes, I do. He should be,
How
I guess it should be illegal.
I know. Why is he not in prison?
Yeah, exactly, 36, so.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, my God, and an 8-year-old. Oh. This is sick.
This is sick. I don't think we can talk to you anymore. Thanks, Alex. That's a good cracker.
That man. Oh.
I know.
Gosh, shut up.
13 24 10. We are talking about just people that do sneaky things. Have you been getting away with it for years?
I have been looking at the people that have been calling, by the way. All women.
And Harry.
And Harry.
Sorry.
All women.
Barry.
And Barry. And Luke.
Yeah.
Luke.
Come on. Frizz. Sorry.
What I think it is that the women own up to it.
I just think they're sneaky.
Sneakiest
Harry.
thing you're doing?
Yeah, they're good.
Alinta, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Alinta, what have you been getting away with?
So a while ago, Woolies had a credit card that was linked to a specific bank, and if you signed up with them for their rewards program, you got 10% off your Woolies shop each week.
Yes.
And so that was fine. We had that for a couple of years, and then I cancelled the card about 5 years ago, and the discount still applied through Woolies online ordering and in store for about the next 5 years still.
So you're still getting 10% off all of your Woolies shop.
Yeah, well, that happened for about 4 years, and then they did some system upgrade, and I kind of figured if you were incompetent enough to leave me on the system, then I was fine to put it through.
You're right. It's right. If someone doesn't deadbolt their door of their house, that's their fault that I don't go in there. I don't take their TV and their jewels.
Yeah.
No, I get
That's right. Then
they're asking for it.
Yeah. So, like the time the bike got stolen with the open door, it's a thing. So, but instead now with the system upgrade, you can only get it in store, which is frustrating because who has time to go in store to shop? But that's the only avenue to get it now.
Oh, and also doing something sneaky is face to face.
It's harder, isn't it?
Just because online, if it doesn't work, it's whatever. If they start questioning you, it's like, oh no.
I bet you're going through the self-checkout though, aren't you?
Well, yeah, and you just have to scan your card. There's nothing if it tells me I'm getting a discount, but it's just a pain to actually go in store. So, but no, for a good 4 years, we got 10% off every single shop.
There you go.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah.
That would have saved you a lot of money over the years.
The fresh food people, they're not very smart, are they?
Thanks, Alinta. Davina, hello.
Hey guys, welcome back. How are you doing?
Thanks, Davina.
Good.
All right, so talk to us. What have you been getting up to?
So a few years ago, we needed to upgrade our TV. So we went to one of the, regular department stores, and there was a TV there on the floor, and you could tell that the box had been returned, like it was retaped up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I said to the clerk, listen, if there's any problems, can I return it? They're like, absolutely, got a receipt, good to go. So we got home, plugged it all in, everything worked fantastically. we decided to flick on to, like, Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, the previous person who had it had signed in. So they kind of had a spare profile. So we kind of created our own profile. So we've kind of had free Netflix for like about 3 years now.
And you don't even know whose account it is.
No. And then, like, obviously they must resubscribe every 12 months. So then we don't
just
touch
automatically.
Netflix for 2 days. And then it's back again. So yay.
That is amazing. I love that.
So funny.
You did make an extra profile rather than messing with their algorithm, which would have been.
Well, we don't want to watch their movies.
No.
Hey, Davina, what are the names of the two other accounts? The two
I
other
have no
profiles?
idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea, and I'm not going to say it in case.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
you
don't
want to
worry,
say
ruin
it.
Make you laugh.
Peter and Kate.
What a beautiful
Gift.
bonus to
What a
come with your
great
TV.
gift.
Yeah.
Davina, you know
Well
what?
done.
You've gone and won two family passes to Outback Splash in the Swan Valley.
Yay! That's amazing.
Well done.
Yeah,
well done.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
Brickman is back in town.
Hello, Bricky.
Thank you very much for having me.
How are you?
I'm just awesome, thank you. Just awesome.
When we first met you, you were just the Lego guy. Now you're like
Just the Lego guy.
Brickman from Lego Masters.
Well, thank you very much.
It's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, I tell you what, you should have made me sign a contract and take 5%, shouldn't you?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen him rise into like now one of those divas.
Yeah.
It's been thrown around quite a lot, the word diva with you.
Where are my red M&Ms? That's what I want to know. Where are they? But anyway, now, I brought some Lego in with me today because
Yes.
we have a chance. What we're going to do is we're actually going to make Nat out of Lego.
Oh,
all right?
really?
Yeah, we are. So I'm going to need your
Well, I
help.
carved this one out of Plony, so...
Very realistic, I
Yeah,
must say.
thank you.
So what we have to do is, first off, how would you describe Nat's face shape?
Breathtaking.
Nat's face shape.
Is it
It's like
round?
probably a
Is it
stood-on
longer?
crumpet. Oh, that's
Don't ask him anything.
Okay,
Every
no,
day
look at
for
me,
20
look at me,
years,
look at me,
Brickman.
look at me. She's is that like a sort of a heart-shaped face? Would you
It's not
say?
re- it's-
No, I don't know. I'm not very good at this.
It's a fairly. I'm going to go. It's not long, but it's middle shaped.
I
Right?
say
calling me a horse?
I'm a long-headed person. I've
Okay,
been
right.
told
So
many
we'll go.
times.
How does that shape look for you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now,
Yes.
worries.
Her skin's
Now-
more yellow
bright
than
yellow.
Now, distinguishing features. Would you say she's always got a smile, or would you say she's?
Well, she's at work now, so that's
at work now?
Are we talking about at work or not at work?
Let's make her at work. At
Okay,
work.
then frown and complaining.
And
true.
is she lots of teeth or no teeth?
Natalie, she's got false teeth, but put them in.
All right, we'll put them in. All right, no worries. And how would you describe? Well, she wears glasses, so
Yeah,
we
she does.
definitely need glasses.
Yeah.
We can have some of
And
those.
A couple of weak eyes.
Like that's not very nice.
Have you noticed that he's not very nice? Is
No,
that
he's not very nice, but we'll give you a nice. And talk to me about her nose.
Her nose?
What would you say her nose is like?
I'd say her nose is a successful nose. I don't
pretty
think
insignificant, my
I think
nose.
it's insignificant.
It's literally just there to hold up the glasses.
Yeah. I mean, because if we're doing Shawnee Mac,
Yeah,
then you'd have to
different
bring
story.
in several more boxes.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll just go a little.
This
We'll
is-
call it a petite nose. Will
I
we?
mean,
is that what we go for?
I think this is normal size. I think it's petite.
It's an average nose.
average
It's not-
nose.
okay, I'll give her an average nose, and we'll put the.
So
glasses on.
essentially, like you're saying, you're putting Lego together. This looks more like Mr. Potato Head to me.
Well, kind of, but out of Lego. And ears. What would you say? Do you ever see her
Well,
ears?
can you take your
They're
headphones
quite
off,
small.
please?
Yeah, I'm always wearing headphones.
Yeah.
They're quite
No,
small.
they're just-
and they
yeah,
stick
they're-
right. They're very flat against
She doesn't
my
have
head.
lobes, so she's one of those people that have the
joined
they
on.
join straight on.
Oh, okay, all right. So no earlobes, right?
Yeah,
We can-
whereas I've got like National Geographic lobes.
Yeah.
All right, well, we can do that. Hang on, let's put those on. Fairly normal ears. And how would you describe her hair?
Her hair, it's blow waved right now. It's I'd say it's a
See,
lovely.
it's tricky because it's
Sandy brown?
naturally
it's a weird
curly,
colour, yeah.
but
it
I've
is, but she
straightened
straightens it.
She straightens it,
She used to
right.
come in and put just like was it sorbeline cream?
Sorbeline, yeah.
Sorbeline cream in her hair, and used to scrunch it up when she used to like embrace her curls.
And is it always done well, or is it a little bit
No.
messy?
Oh
or-
no, she's usually like
By
just
day
looks like
3
she's
or
been
4,
pulled through a hedge backwards.
it's literally just messy bun for 6 days.
I think this is more an experiment on your relationship together. I think,
It's
as
very
opposed to-
telling, isn't it?
It's very telling.
She usually comes in with the Princess Leia buns.
There you go. Well, that'll work. All right.
Wow.
So the blonde hair.
No, that's all right.
I just the only thing I'm not sure about, to be honest, is
Talk
the
to me.
teeth. Is the teeth? I'm not sure.
Well, she got lovely straight teeth.
Yeah. Well,
Didn't even have braces.
Oh, I mean, like, well, I mean, what you're building right now looks like a product of as if parents were cousins.
I mean, it was the country. They might
What
have
I
been.
probably might say to you is it's more like the identikit when you go to the police station,
Yes.
and can you describe your
there's no chance of me being
Yeah,
convicted
exactly.
at this
Because that
point.
person will be on the run forever.
Here we go. We'll go.
Yeah.
Some. Oh,
Have you done this before?
No, first time.
Oh, yeah. Well, now I'm
This is
sort of
like-
second guessing all those amazing things I've seen on that. Apparently, you've built.
This is like 2 seconds. All right, you ready? All right, here we go. This will do. Last bit of hair. Last bit of hair.
Last bit of hair.
There we go.
What has you got? Like a bowl cut?
There we go. No. There we go.
Oh, Brickman.
Brickman, let me see that.
There you go.
Get
You
out.
described it.
What are you talking about?
What happened? What
described it.
What have you fell off then, Nat?
My glasses.
Your glasses. Brickman, do you want to wear those glasses and have another look at her?
That's not very nice.
You know what? That's really great.
No, well, it's a funny thing because most of our Lego creations take literally thousands of hours.
Oh, okay. I get
And
it.
so what we're doing... Can you put your glasses back
No.
on? There you go. Hang on. There you go.
But then-
Upside down, Miss Jane.
Oh, Natalie,
upside
don't. Hey,
down.
Natalie, put it on the right way. You're ruining it.
So that, as we call it in the
My
business,
hair.
is 2-minute nap.
Well, there's a
No,
2-minute
better.
Sean you should have done, but he wasn't into
I
that.
appear,
So
I appear to
2-minute
be
nap.
cross-eyed as well. What's going on there?
There you go.
Well, one eye's so beautiful, the other one can't stop looking at it.
There you go. There you go. The good news is, job security is all good. Happy days.
I want to know, right? So I'm watching you build Lego, right? And I see that there's a 2-ton dinosaur.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
on display.
Doesn't
Okay?
look like that.
No, it doesn't look like that.
Thank you.
2 tons.
Yes.
Have you had a bad Lego injury? Has something big fallen on
Yeah,
you before?
Actually, the T-Rex, which is at the exhibition, so this will sound silly, but I was basically standing underneath it, fixing up basically in its mouth,
Yeah.
and I turned around really quickly, and one of its teeth caught the top of my
You got
head.
bitten by a Lego dinosaur.
Anyway, I had to go. I got a couple of stitches.
Did you get tetanus?
Well, I went to the hospital and the doctor said, how did it happen? I said, mate, you're not going to, this sounds ridiculous, but a T-Rex, a Lego T-Rex. And he's like, it's that time of the day when those people come in, is it?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So he didn't believe me, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so the worst injury I've ever heard is a colleague of mine in the US. So he got 14 stitches once on his foot.
What happened?
Stood on some Lego, basically sliced his foot open.
Just as we suspected, standing on Lego is very
Like,
bad.
so what, just like one cube, or was it like
He had a
building?
big statue, and he sort of walked past it and just sort of sliced his foot open. That's the worst one I've ever heard of.
And when you're building these big things, I'm guessing the public liability insurance would be huge in case
it falls on a
like
child.
a Brontosaurus falls.
Well,
on
like most of
someone.
these things, safety is the number one priority.
Yes.
So they often we might put some steel inside them,
Okay.
or they're glued together, or things like that.
There's inside. There's an actual dinosaur, and they've just built the.
Yes,
Right, you
yes.
glued them on the side, yeah.
Glue, Tarzan grip, liquid nails. What are we talking?
We actually, it's a solvent that actually welds the plastic together. It's not even a glue. So once
Wow.
it's stuck forevers.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing.
What's
So
that
then-
stuff? Is that a special just Lego glue, or is it something that we
no,
can all get our
it's like a
hands on?
plastic. It's called plastic welded.
So you can get it at
Plastic
Bunnings.
welded, everybody.
Yeah. There you go.
So if it's like that forever, how do you then get them apart?
You don't.
So what happens to them?
They stay together.
Forever?
Forever.
Where do you put a used Lego dinosaur?
Well, the
that you can't
exhibition
get apart?
keeps travelling around. It just keeps touring.
Yeah,
So
right,
say once an exhibition, so some exhibitions that have stopped touring, where do those
That
bits
never
go?
stop touring.
Never stop touring.
No.
Are you joking? It's like cats.
Totally.
So
Yep,
every
it is.
time there's
It
a
pretty much
new
is.
exhibition,
The other one moves like
The
the
other
world's a
one's-
big place.
so
It is big, isn't it?
But
Yeah,
there
so-
will be a point at which there's saturation of Lego.
Yeah, well, it won't be in my lifetime, so
right.
yeah. I mean, an exhibition takes me and the
Yes.
team about 18 months to put together.
So, and how big's your team? How many people are working
There's
with you?
28 of us in our team.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and so we've done 7. We've got 7 touring around the world at the moment.
So what's the best thing you've built, and where is it now?
Oh, well, funny story. So I had to make the Colosseum many years ago from
Yes.
Rome, but I did it so it's like cut in half so you can kind of
Yes.
see
Oh,
inside.
yeah. Like a cross-section of it.
Anyway, I got an email from an Italian Lego fan, very upset, very angry, very
right.
Italian passionate, because an Australian had built it
Yes.
as opposed to an Italian. So I got a bit grumpy. But so I did get
Cultural
my revenge.
appropriation.
Yes.
Well, I did get my revenge, and he made a few cracks about it wasn't realistic, and much like Nat's face. And so
No,
I
that's
got
bang on.
I got my revenge, and so I put things on there. Just like, so I had a lady having her handbag stolen.
Yes.
I I had like
pickpocket.
I had a gladiator charging €50 for a photo. Again, very accurate. So
That's accurate.
I did get my revenge.
Okay,
so,
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, and the good news is that Jurassic World has been extended. So
It has indeed, yes,
yeah,
till March.
sticking around.
It's gone crazy. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people have missed out, but not anymore. So we're going to extend until the end of March.
Yeah, that's great.
Right.
That's
you
great.
just keep on giving and giving and giving.
We try our best. So we've finished filming Lego Masters. A bit of a scoop here for you,
What?
if you like.
Tell me.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
please.
it's coming up hopefully just after Easter or thereabouts, the next series
Yes.
of Lego Masters. It's Grand Masters this
Oh,
year.
so you brought back some favourites?
We've got-
or
I know it's just old
winners.
people.
Nana's going to be on there.
That's
Unbelievable.
So this is like so it's an all stars kind of vibe.
It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, are we doing Grandmaster? Are we tapped out of Lego talent now or
well,
not?
we've done 4 seasons.
Yes, we have,
Of
yes.
normal, so that was enough for us to
to be able to do an All Stars,
Correct,
which is
that's
what
right.
normal reality shows do now.
Yeah.
And the hard
Oh.
part is, though, how do you go back to normal after that?
Yeah,
Because
that's right.
It's bonkers.
Yes.
Oh yeah, then everyone's going to suck after that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, mate.
next year's problem.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What are you going to do?
We
Yeah,
love
I
your
don't know.
work. Thank you so much for coming
Thanks for
in,
having me
Brickman.
again, as always. Yeah.
Get the kids down to see Jurassic World. It's now on until March 19. It's great news.
Jump on our Instagram as well later on, because if you've got misbehaving children, just threaten them to say that if you don't do what you're told, Brickman's going to come around and do a portrait of you.
That's right. Startlingly accurate. I don't know if anything's accurate. I guess I'm wearing glasses.
Yeah, you got eyes.
I've got eyes.
There's a nose.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.